everybody. Happy Valentine's Day. If you're watching this video on this Valentine's Day week, happy Valentine's Day to you. Mwah, kisses. I hope everyone has a blessed one, that you get gifts or you buy yourself gifts and you just celebrate love, whether it's love from a significant other, love of your friends and family, the love that you have for yourself, or if anything, just the love that God has for you. Celebrate that love today, okay? So today's video, I'm going to be talking about how to pick a counselor. This is part 2. My first video, I talked about the benefits of counseling and what are some different situations that you could benefit from using counseling. And I also gave a little bit of my experience with counseling and how it has helped me. The definition of counseling. So if you look in the dictionary, do a quick Google search about what is counseling. The dictionary defines counseling as the provision of assistance and guidance in resolving personal, social, or psychological problems and difficulties. So somebody's helping you somebody's helping you solve problems in your personal life, with your social life, or even like your psychological, your mental going on in there. And honestly, anybody can help you do that. You can get help from a friend, from a religious leader, from a family member, or even a licensed professional counselor. And I think there are times in your life that each one will be beneficial, and you kind of have to be the judge of, what you need for your own mental well-being. Sometimes you can go to a friend for advice and tips with things, and sometimes you can go to a family member, sometimes you can go to a religious leader, and then there'll be sometimes that you have to go to a licensed professional counselor. And so that's what we're talking about today, the licensed professional counselor part. How do you pick a counselor? So the biggest thing that I want you guys to know is that there's a difference between a counselor, a licensed professional counselor, and a coach. When you think of coaching is more right now. You think of, you hear the word coach. There's a lot of mental health coaches, wellness coaches. That coach, that's different from a counselor. And sometimes counselors actually provide coaching services. They're both great and they're both different, but they serve different purposes, Coaching, if even a coach of like a football team or something like that, they're coaching you and making sure that you're training and conditioning to win the play right now. Coaching is kind of similar to that, in that it's right now. That those individuals, or when you're receiving coaching services, is helping you to, in like a right now sense. They're not going back into the past. They're helping you with right now issues so that you can perform well right now. Counseling services is going deeper. They'll dig into the childhood trauma. They'll dig into some of those behaviors that you got going on that was maybe developed as a defense mechanism from your childhood or even from your adulthood. They deal with the trauma. Counseling is going to dig deep into childhood trauma. They're going to deal with addiction. They're going to deal with any type of mental health diagnoses, bipolar, schizophrenia, anxiety, OCD, addictions. They're going to deal deeper with that, those behavioral cognitive type of therapies. So there is a difference, and I think it's good for you to know the difference so you can choose which one is beneficial to you. So another thing that I want you to note is that if you are in that K through 12, kindergarten through 12th grade, or even in a college, typically your organization, your school is going to provide, they have free counselors there for you to use. So if your child is in kindergarten through 12th grade, college age, or you're within that age or age, I would say check with your school first and see if you can get those free counseling sessions through your school. It's already kind of there for you. You're familiar with the individuals. So I would say check there first. And then, if you don't see anything there, then you can come on and do this licensed professional counselor thing, okay? So the 2 resources that I'm talking about today that I'm actually going to show you how to use at the end of this video is going to be psychologytoday.com and therapyforblackmen.com. So psychologytoday.com, it's actually like a published magazine, Psychology Today. And so they actually have this large directory where you can go through there and search up counselors in all the different 50 states, plus some, because you have to filter it by the country. So these different counselors that provide counseling like all over the world. So it's a huge directory. I've used it twice before, and it's just, I like it. It's easy to use. The website is really like nice and neat and organized. You can filter it by state. You can filter it by whatever specific issues that you need with help with, age range, if they accept your insurance, blah, 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 blah. I like that one. And then another one that I thought just for Black men or anyone, but because it has Black men in it, and sometimes therapy can be considered like it's still a stigma in the Black community. We got to get out of that. So this one, I would say, you know, Black men, therapy for blackmen.org. And it's a New York based counseling service, like actually started by a Black man in New York, but he has the directory. It has counselors from all over the United States of America. So I actually went on there before I started this video, and it was 4 ladies actually that provide counseling service within Louisiana. And then you can get it from anywhere because it's telehealth. So you could still have a counselor that lives in a whole other state, but they're providing you with the same effective counseling, but through like Zoom, the telehealth, those type of virtual platforms. Okay, so this is actually what the psychologytoday.com website looks like when you go to the site on your phone. And you can actually go to it on your computer as well. You just type in psychologytoday.com and you type in your state. So I'm typing in Louisiana, and it's going to find therapists in Louisiana. So these are all the thousands of therapists in Louisiana. But we can filter it out by specifics. So you literally click, and you can filter it out by gender. So we filter it out by men, women. You can filter it out by issues. I'm just clicking some issues on here like anxiety. We can click addiction. We can click something else. Let's click. You can filter it out by their gender. I think I said that already. You can filter it out by the age, the type of therapy that they provide. You literally just go through here, click the filters that you want, that you're looking for in a specific counselor, and it'll filter out counselors with those specific specifications that you're looking for in a counselor. So right now I'm just going through and clicking some stuff so you can see, okay, I pick Black African American counselor. You can pick their sexuality, you can pick their religion, language, price range, even what type of insurance they accept. And, you know, you can kind of scroll on down and just pick one that stands out to you. So one thing I want to know is that on psychology.com today, you see where there has the little play button. If you click their picture, some of them actually have a little video intro introducing themselves. So go ahead and click that and kind of watch it. And it just gives them a little extra piece of their personality on their profile. We're just going to scroll to the top. And once you find someone that stands out to you, we're going to click their picture. And you can read their bio. So this is telling you their address, their state that they're practicing, how long they've been a therapist, they've practiced, their price range, what they accept. It tells you all of the stuff that you need to know about this particular counselor. If they have a website, the website will be at the top. It will be under their profile, under their picture. This particular counselor doesn't have one, but I will go ahead and click their website if they did have a website, and I kind of browse their website. I read their bio basically just to get a feel for the counselor. If you after picking a few that stand out to you, you can actually send them a message on psychologytoday.com, this website, and you could just send them a message. You type in your name, your phone number, your email address, and you can say, hey, I'm interested in receiving services. You can ask questions in here. You know, do you accept my insurance? You know, you can ask them about a sliding scale for people who do not have insurance. You know, if they provide a sliding scale, which is based off of your income. You can ask them, you know, if they provide weekend, do they provide weekend appointments? Whatever you want to ask, you can ask them in here, and then you just submit it. And what'll happen is they'll reach back out to you through phone or email to set up a little consultation and kind of, you know, introduce themselves to you. You introduce yourselves to each other and just get a general idea of how they can help you answer any questions you have. So now we have right here, I done flipped over to therapyforblackmen.org. This is a pretty cool website. I scroll at the bottom, you actually have like reviews by Black professional men who have utilized counseling through this service, and you know, their testimonies of how it benefited them. And I think that's pretty cool to go and read and check out. So it's pretty awesome. We're going to scroll back to the top. I'm just showing you how to use the directory. You click the little 3 lines. You can find a therapist. And we're going to scroll on down. You can type in your state, your country, your location, the types of, you can filter it out the same way we filtered out the last website. So we're just going to click Louisiana, just so you can kind of see that's for Louisiana-based therapists that you can, get help from if you're in my state. And they also provide telehealth services. So now we're going to go back. We're going to go ahead and we're going to scroll back. And because this is therapy for black men, I'm going to go ahead and filter this out by men. So you can see there's 153, I think, 133 African American males on here that are licensed professional counselors. They have specialties in all kinds of stuff, whatever it is that you need help for. There's someone on here specialized in this, and they have telehealth. So you can get your counseling, the same effective counseling that you would get in person. You can get that over a virtual platform through Zoom or something of that sort. So I'm basically just showing you, they have their pictures on here, all of their information. It's a lot of them, okay? A lot of professionals that are counselors who are black men on this site. So we're just looking at their pictures. When, you could click one of the pictures. Well, I'm clicking, and it has all that generic information as far as their name, how long they've been practicing, their primary location. Are they accepting new clients, their qualification, their fees, what type of insurance they accept, what type of specialties do they provide counseling in. Once you find a few that are interest you, you type your name, your phone number, email address, and you can just send them put in some questions, generic questions. Do they accept new patients? Are they accepting patients? Will they, accept a client who lives in a different state for them? Do they have weekend appointments? Whatever you want to ask, you can ask in this. And then once you submit it, what happens is that the counselor will actually contact you through email or phone and follow up with you. I hope this was helpful to you guys. Be blessed.